Hi, it's Nate Dogg here. I'm a famous future movie director, and I take myself very serious. But I'm here today to talk about the Star Wars prequels because I know those are very controversial, and some people say Star Wars fans don't like the prequels, but I thought they were amazing. So I'm gonna start vlogging, so expect more of these in the coming months. I'm trying to get my YouTube channel up to 4,000 watch hours in the past 12 months and 1,000 subscribers so I can become partnered and start my career. So yeah, I'm just going to chat a little about the prequels while I eat a taco here. These are day-old tacos. But you know, to start out, like, I'm already feeling pretty self-conscious because I'm putting myself out there for the world. Even though, like, in a sense, no one really cares. I mean, I know people care, but, like, you know, you don't have to be self-conscious when you're vlogging, because probably no one's going to watch this video. Really, you know. So I'm just going to try to make this raw, and if I stutter or don't know what to say, just kind of expect that. Expect this to be, like, a terrible video and just, like, not interesting at all. But it could be interesting. But to get to my point, I mean, well, also, everybody hates long intros to videos, so just skip ahead to the meat of the video if you're really interested in my views on the Star Wars prequels. But so you got, you know, Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith. I thought those were superb, and yeah, the acting like wasn't perfect, but I wonder if I want to go this direction. I don't even know what. Now is the video going to be sideways the whole time? I'm confused. Maybe I keep it this way? I'll try it this way. I don't know. In the future, maybe I'll turn the camera. But you got Jar Jar. Like, I really like Jar Jar as a character. Jar Jar Binks. Like, honestly, like, I'm not just saying that. Like, I watched the prequels as a kid. And, he was a great character. The CG was really good for the time. I mean, before that, there's just Jurassic Park. You know, and that CG was good, but I thought episode 1, the CG wasn't quite as good, but they used way more of it. I mean, so in general, I would say the visual effects were way more impressive. And so obviously Darth Maul was a great character in the prequels. Yeah, the Anakin acting wasn't the best, but I don't think it was that bad either. And, you know, he had pretty cheesy lines to work with in Hayden Christensen's defense, and not that George Lucas is a bad writer, but I mean, if anything, I would blame the hairstylist. Now, his hair was good, I just don't think it fit the character on Anakin. So, I think the only thing you can really criticize about the prequels was Anakin's hair. And maybe his, like, if he would have tried a British accent, maybe that would have helped him seem more, like, wise and not just like a little kid. And then, of course, you have the Emperor, who's like, he turns Anakin to the dark side a little too easily. But yeah, so my main beef with the supposed fans is that Jar Jar was bad. He was a great character, and really what ruined, like, Attack of the Clones was the fact that he wasn't in it. I mean, I honestly believe this, that Jar Jar, he should have been in Revenge of the Sith and Attack of the Clones, even if you sort of did like a Last Jedi Luke Skywalker thing with him, where he gets like depressed and maybe jumps off a Coruscant skyscraper because he's sad Anakin has killed all the kids. Yeah, like, I'd do something with the Jar Jar character, but the fact, like, he was really built up, and then all of a sudden he just wasn't in the movies, and it was really confusing for the audience. Like, I wanted to see Jar Jar go on adventures with Anakin and Obi-Wan, maybe even learn the ways of the Force a little bit. I mean, that would have been cool. And I honestly am pro CG Stormtrooper. I like live action Stormtroopers too, but I don't think there's a real downside to CG Stormtroopers. And for one thing, they can be choreographed in fights much more accurately. You don't have like bad choreography. Like, some people criticize the Last Jedi fight scene in Snoke's throne room. And yeah, that was like I really liked it, but like the choreography, if you study it frame by frame, was a little off. Well, if you do a computer-generated fight scene, you don't necessarily have that. And there's my tacos, if anyone want to see. I only have one taco left. So I think we need more CG characters. I mean, I think the obvious thing is the all characters. I mean, this is debatable, but I mean, all characters will eventually be replaced by CG. You won't have real actors one day. So you might as well, go with the flow. But not that real actors in the sense of it'll all be rendered in a computer. I mean, you won't have them because it'll be rendered, but you'll still have just as many actors acting, and in fact more so. Because you take like Leonardo DiCaprio, he puts on this digital suit, and all of a sudden he can become like any kind of character he wants, any race. I mean, I don't know if that would be good to be any race, but like you could literally take on any character with animation, if that makes sense. So getting back to the digital stormtroopers, I like them in episode 2. I mean, when you first really see them. And I guess maybe they were clone troopers at that point, not stormtroopers. Interesting side note, stormtroopers, the name comes from the soldiers under the Nazi regime when Hitler was rising to power. But anyways, side note. But they, yeah, I like the prequels. I really like how George Lucas carried the theme of like the World War II theme kind of into the prequels, that he started in the original trilogy. And yeah, so I defend the prequels day and night. You can't get me to change my mind. Now the sequel trilogy is a little bit different of an issue. I liked it too, but maybe in the future I will discuss that too. I mean, I don't know, like, please comment about how you disagree with the Star Wars prequel trilogy being bad, because I just don't see it. I mean, I saw those movies as a kid, and they were awesome. And maybe it's because, like, I didn't know that much about Star Wars, and I just thought they were awesome. But, I mean, even as a kid, I didn't think every movie was awesome. Like, what's that one with Liam Neeson? Kroll. Is it just Kroll, or is it like Kroll Island? Like, I don't know. That wasn't that good. Dune was in 84? 1980 something. I mean, I like the Dune universe, but the movie wasn't that good. I guess that's about it. You don't really need to watch me eat this taco. It's kind of hard to eat and watch tacos. I mean, record myself and talk and eat a taco. So, I'll see you guys next time.